How many of y'all waited to buy a home during the pandemic because you thought that the market was going to crash? I would imagine quite a few of you, because I myself had multiple clients tell me, Josh, we're going to ride this out. We're going to wait until the market crashes and then we'll buy a home. And unfortunately, that affects a lot of folks because of what the interest rates are today. At nearly 7%, well, it's now put a lot of homes out of your budget, and you're having to look in a different section or different area to fit the criteria that you are now wanting. And so it's important to understand why waiting isn't always the best idea. And look, I'm not telling you everybody needs to buy right now, but if you do have the ability, there are some great options out there for you. So let's look at what waiting does in this market. So let's run through some of these numbers in a scenario of what it's like to wait it out and the costs that it does in today's real world. So for the example, we're going to look at a $500,000 home with 10% down, $8,000 in taxes, and about $1,750 for your home insurance, and look at what a total payment is. Now, if we look at last year where interest rates were 4%, that total monthly payment was sitting about $2,900. Fast forward to today where interest rates are 7%, and now that same house, same scenario, your monthly payment is $3,800. Almost $1,000 difference. Now you multiply that by 1 year or 12 months, it's almost $12,000 that you could have saved by jumping in this time last year. And if you look at 30 years, well, I don't even want to do the math on that because it is an extraordinary number and one that I don't like to look at, but there's a lot of cost that it is now costing you by waiting to buy. And as I said in the beginning, no, right now is not a great time for every home buyer out there. It may not be a right fit for you right now. However, I would suggest that you start putting that money aside in your savings so that when that time does come up, you're able to jump on it and make that home purchase. Quit paying somebody else's mortgage and start gaining that equity for yourself. Now, if you can afford the payment at the 7%, there are some amazing deals out there. And guys, I'm seeing $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 come off the price of the home. And so there are some creative ways to get into the same caliber of home that you may have been looking at last year to help get that payment down closer to that 4% range. But it does take your buying power ability and lower it. So these are some things to consider when you're telling people or you're telling yourself, I'm just going to wait this out. I'm going to see what happens. And there isn't a correct answer because what's right for you may not be right for somebody else. But if you have the ability to do it, why wait? What are you really gaining by waiting on buying a home and starting to build that equity? So I hope this little tidbit helps. If you have questions, leave me a comment in the section below. Hit that subscribe button. Check out this other video, and we'll see y'all next time.